job. We're bringing 200 musicians from Charleston all together, over 200 musicians. There are 3 airplanes full of musicians. The logistics are unbelievable. It's so complicated. It feels like a giant bowl of spaghetti and a bunch of sauce in that spaghetti, and you're trying to figure out how is everything happening. I mean, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm thinking, hey Yuri, what are you thinking?
There he is.
So one error I made.
Yeah.
I was here when the whole orchestra shut down. And I remember sitting with Yuri at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and he remembers this well. And we were just sitting there very depressed, and there was no future. And I remember Yuri looked at me and said, we need to do something. We can't lose this. And if somebody had walked up to our table and said, hey guys, don't worry about it. In about 15 years, you're going to be in Carnegie Hall playing a concert. I never would have believed it.
There's so many logistics with instruments. Our production manager, Lonnie, is driving up a van with contrabasses and with some percussion equipment. You know, I have 11 cellists, and I really wanted some of the students to bring their own instruments, so we had to figure out how many plane tickets for the cello. You know, different airlines have different regulations. We have group tickets. So you have to figure out the puzzle. Maybe, how do we go with instruments as carry-ons?
Do appreciate having John JetBlue this morning. Just going to be a few more minutes while you fuel up and get off the gate. And let's go fly and make some music.
An idea came to mind. In New York, they hear all the time music of Brahms, Tchaikovsky's, and Beethoven. We need to bring our own unique culture of Charleston. We need to bring Charleston to New York City. And we have such a rich culture and heritage, and we have to share it and let people know. The programming is basically based on Charleston. Edward Hart, Charleston's composer, he wrote a Charleston concerto. It tells the story and the history of Charleston. I love the last movement. It's called Tomorrow. It has this sort of optimism to look into the future, to make our future better and brighter.
Yeah, we're absolutely ready for this. This is going to be good. People need to hear this. People need to see us, they need to hear us, and they need to experience us, because we have something really special here. I've never been to Carnegie, so walking out and seeing it, it's one thing to see it on TV, see it in the pictures, and then when you walk out and you realize, I'm here. This was really an amazing experience. And being with this orchestra, all my colleagues, the whole organization top to bottom has been a real thrill. It's been exciting.
I think this will do so much for our community, and my wish is that it brings pride to our community for the arts that we have here in our city. This is very special that not many cities have such thriving arts culture.